Hello everyone, and welcome to this study hall led your NTT training session. Well, I think the first thing about starting this course is to really enlarge your vision about education. And I would just like to tell you that when I was very young and as a teacher who just started my career, I was told that the work of education was the books that I had, and I was a teacher of English, that this is the book, this is the story, and the child should be able to understand the story, should be able to do the question answers at the back, and should be able to learn the new words. And that is where my English chapter began and ended. But over a period of years, and while I looked into my own life, I realized, is that what education is? Is this what we want the child to learn? Because if that is what the child needs to learn, you don't need to really get trained, because all that knowledge is in their phones, on YouTube, on the net. So what is your work as a teacher? And that work gets defined once you understand what is education. Imagine a child being born and then being born and being on the earth, let's say for 100 years. What do you expect the person to have? Which skills do you think the person should have to be able to lead a wonderful, meaningful life, a peaceful life? And that's when you realize that education is not just a textbook, it is much more. It teaches you how to live. And it just does not teach you how to live for your own self. Of course, you should be able to live for yourself. But it also then talks about how do you live for others. You live in a universe. You're surrounded with people. You're surrounded by plants, by animals, by soil. Do you think you are connected to them, or are you one person alone? The air you breathe is actually purified by the trees. So our trees we have two sets. We have two sets of lungs, one inside our body and the other lungs, they're outside. The trees are our lungs. They are purifying the air for us to breathe in. Are we not connected? So I feel the purpose of education is to make the child realize the child is not alone in this universe. You're connected to everything in it. The purpose of this education is for the child to realize that what is my connection and what is it that I need to do for people, the underprivileged around us. How to be a good democratic citizen. How to be able to live in a manner that you don't harm the environment. We are witnessing at this moment COVID-19. Who do you think has brought this about? Of course it's human beings. And what great education human beings have around the world. And look at the condition the world in. So clearly the goal of education is not just the textbook. Of course you have to use the story. You have to give the skill of the subject. That is in English, the child should be able to read English, understand English, speak in English. All that is done. But after having achieved that, that is the first step. Soon after that, through the story, please learn, look at the ways you can make the child understand what moral lesson the story is trying to give. Teach through the story what the child can actually become as a good citizen, as a good, a member of society. How can they learn not to be greedy? How can they learn to live their life with minimum things so that they are not running after money all their lives, that they are able to be satisfied with whatever they have. And the moment you're satisfied with what you have, you'll have immense peace, good health. And if you have immense peace and good health, and the right conditioning of your mind, you will be the best possible citizen, the best possible human being that has walked on this earth. And as teachers, that is our responsibility. It's your responsibility. And our entity, the Nursery Teacher Training Session, will be preparing you to become such teachers. All the very best. And thank you for listening to me, and I hope that you become the best teachers that ever walked on this earth. Bye.